What's up, everybody? Hope everyone had a good day. Made some profit. I wanted to do a second update this week just because um, it's a little bit crazy, um, and we might be going a little bit lower than I originally thought. If you guys recall, on Sunday when I released um, the weekly forecast, I was expecting that 46.50 to trade, and we actually went higher than that. We went all the way up to 46.70, which actually prevented me from participating in that first down move on Tuesday. I missed that. Um, but we were able to capture that today. So I also said on that Sunday update that I was looking for this 45.50 zone to trade either Tuesday or Wednesday, and it would be a buy if it traded in the morning, and it would be a sell if it traded late in the afternoon. And the follow up to the sell, if it traded late in the afternoon, would be that we would very quickly go down to this 44.93 level. So that's exactly what has happened. We approached this target towards the end of the day. It broke, and the only reason I knew it would break is because we planned for it breaking if it was to trade late in the day. And then we very quickly went down to that 44.93 area. Didn't quite tag it. Made a low here of 44.97.75. So, what am I expecting going forward here? Well, uh, first and foremost, still got to fill that gap down here. Still want to see this 44.93 level to trade. But it's now possible that we might go a bit lower than that as well. And what I'm eyeballing here is this 44.77.50 area, or right around 44.75 area. And that new target, if we take this previous all-time high and we add a uh, fixed range volume profile all the way down here to the swing low before we started taking off here, you can see that that is the top of that value area, right? So basically what the market is going to be saying here, the way these volume profiles work, is if we start trading back in this value area, market is signaling that this move is over, right? So this entire bull move is over, right? That's what basically the market will be saying if we start closing below this 44.77 zone. Okay, so if you want to be very bearish and you think that we're going lower, there is lower targets. I've mapped a couple out. Down here, 43.28 is another interesting spot. If you are, you have high conviction that the highs are in, then what you want to start seeing is you want to start seeing a daily close below this 44.77 level. Okay, at that point, you are justified in declaring the bull market is over. Okay, but not until that point. Um, so with that in mind, this now becomes the most ideal pocket to buy, from 44.77.50 to 44.93. That's a 16-point range. Buying in there, you're probably going to do okay unless we start having daily closes below this 44.77 level. Now, you'll recall this might be a very similar situation as to right here. All right, the market's certainly been tricky, right? So you'll recall that I said on this bounce that I was anticipating that if we closed above that 46.52 level, that the bears would have to negate it the very next day. Otherwise, the dip is over. Okay? So that's exactly what happened. The SPX closed at 46.55 and ES closed at 46.51. Didn't quite get that 46.52.50 level that I point out, but it was really damn close. The next day, the bears negated it, right? So what do I expect here? All right. Well, I would expect that, we're going to flounder about, but I would really expect 46.50 to cap any upside that we see here. Okay. So I'm not expecting a crazy futures tonight. We might go up to 46, or if I'm sorry, 45.50 and trade about there and then resume the sell tomorrow morning. We might open up down in this level immediately tomorrow morning and bounce hard, right? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do expect 45.50 to sort of cap the upside for the time being. I would then look for this 45.77 zone to trade, hopefully tomorrow. And we might even, if it trades, kind of a similar situation, if it trades late in the session, it'll probably break. Okay? So let me say that again. If 45.77.50 trades late in the session tomorrow, just like 45.50, it'll probably break. All right? The ideal buy situation then at that point would be a gap down on Friday. All right, to buy. But that, that might not happen. Well, we got to see. If this 45.77.50 trades in the morning, then you got to buy it, and there's a very good chance that that is the low, and then we rally. And at this point, a close back above 45.50 is kind of what you want to see as a bull. You want to see that level taken out, and then you want to see that level become support again. And then from there, we can continue on our merry way, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. You can expect some chop now between this 45.50 zone and this 44.93 zone. We'll be chopping around probably all night throughout that without much decision, I would imagine. But if this 44.77 zone trades early in the morning, I want to be a big buyer there. And if it trades late in the session, I do not want to buy it. I would then want to play for a gap down on Friday morning, which would then likely be the new low, right? So that's kind of how I'm approaching this. And those scenarios are likely to happen. If something else besides that happens, I'll update it on Twitter. But I think the scenarios I just covered are likely to be what happens. All right, guys, hit me up if you got any questions. I hope everyone had a good day. Talk to you later.